Ladies and gentlemen, heels and faces, casual wrestling fans, and all you smart marks. I'm Richie Moon,
I'm Kayfabe AJ.
And I'm Kayfabe Focus.
and this is Kayfabe Avenue. Yo, man, what's going on, man? We got a lot going on this week, man. We on a road to WrestleMania, on a path to Dynasty. It seems like it's a bit of a quiet week because we're in like the building phases to it, but Kayfabe Avenue is going to WrestleMania. Yeah.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
been a quiet 2 weeks, which is fitting for why we've been kind of gone for the last 2 weeks and
Mhm.
haven't put out a show. I feel like all the shows, like you said, are just building up to WrestleMania. A lot of it storyline heavy, not too many headlines as far as big things happening on the show. Um, like you said, we're going to WrestleMania. So follow our TikTok on Kayfabe Avenue. We're gonna have a lot of footage there. You're talking about maybe doing a blog or something, a vlog, while we're in Vegas. So got a lot of things cooking, getting ready for
Yep.
that trip. But what would you say in the last maybe 2 weeks since our last show would be the biggest thing on the forefront of your mind when it comes to WrestleMania and the stories leading in? Like, what are the bright spots so far for you guys on this road to WrestleMania?
Randy Orton
Oba,
listening to the voices in his head.
Femi
And
looking
oh
like a
man,
strong
yeah,
beast.
hmm
Not once, but
definitely,
twice.
Booking 101 with Booking 101 with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
yeah. Put your foot
So,
on my chest, kid.
Brock kind of followed in the footsteps he did with Drew McIntyre, trying to put Drew McIntyre over on that first championship run that he had. So
Remember
he had a
that?
moment where he let Obafemi pump up powerbomb him, and then he's telling Obafemi like, "Stand on my chest," like, and that's the image we're left with. Oba standing on top of Brock Lesnar, pointing at the WrestleMania sign. Like, a lot of people saying he made Obafemi in that moment. Like, do you think that's accurate, or do you think Obafemi still has something to prove?
Yeah, I mean, people who never seen Oba Femi before are now automatically curious about him because it's very rare that you see Brock in that position getting dominated like that. No offense, nothing. He just got power bomb out his boots and then get tossed out the ring last week. So yeah, he put Obafemi over big time with that.
What do you think, Focus?
I think that this was the same push that they was gonna give Keith Lee back in the day, but they dropped the ball on it. So they decided
Man,
to give it to Obafemi.
it got to be faster than that.
You think Brock was the trajectory for Keith Lee?
I think Brock wanted that match.
It seemed like it, yeah.
He really wanted that match, but I didn't think that they believed in Keith Lee.
Yeah, because this Obafemi versus Brock was teased back in the Royal Rumble, so a lot of people got behind it quick. But
Mhm.
will give WWE credit for, which is a gift and a curse, because for this storyline they did the open challenge, and then
Mhm.
everybody knows it's gonna be Obafemi, but then they do this swerve with Seth Rollins, returning from his injury,
Right, right,
defeating the
right.
mystery attacker. So, I'm like, yo, they're gonna go Seth Rollins, Brock, and then they're gonna do the other Vision members against the Usos, which still looks like it's the path for the tag team championships on
Yeah, it might
Raw.
happen. Mhm.
But they did the swerve, Brock and Seth, one on one in the ring, on the mic. Brock runs through the entirety of the Masked
Of the
Man
dent,
Coalition, whatever the hell you want to call them guys.
the
Um, ran through all of them.
the
Seth
putty.
standing there awkwardly, just watching these guys get taken out. Seth doesn't do anything. Oba comes in. Seth is just standing in the corner. I think that was my only negative was,
Mhm.
what is Seth Rollins doing? Why why did you look so timid if you're back from injury and you getting put back in the angle? Why did you look timid? Why did you literally say, "Hey, go attack Brock"? Let the last guy rush towards Brock, get beat up, and do nothing. You didn't attack him from behind. You didn't use the 15 guys that just got laid out by Brock as a distraction to take him down. Then it cleared the way for Obafemi. Did great things, no complaints on the front for Obafemi. I'm looking forward to that match. It was the right call, and they gave someone like me who was calling it, like based on the stories that they were giving, it made sense for the Seth versus Brock. But now that they pulled on the Obafemi thread and did it in a way where it's like we questioned it real quick. What's there for Seth? Why is Seth just standing around?
I mean, the
So
rumor
it's
He
the
has a
like,
match
rumor
with
is
Braun Breaker,
the rumor is a match with Braun Baker because I mean, we don't really need him. We don't really need a match with Brock.
which is the original intended match, Seth versus Braun Breaker, but now Braun is out with a uh, hernia,
herniated,
actual
The
hernia.
a
hernia,
herniated hernia.
Yeah, I was gonna say a herniated disc, but
the herniation.
it was an actual hernia. Um, when he would try to flip the table. So the rumors, no confirmations, the rumors are saying that he might be able to come back in time for WrestleMania. So that'd be the only like
They can do a back. They can do a
reconciliation for
backstage
having
brawl.
Seth just standing there.
They can do a backstage brawl. That's with them because maybe either one of them are not. They may be cleared, but being cleared and being ring ready and going to WrestleMania, man, that's a
All they need
so.
to do is just spear 1, 2, 3. That's it. Next match.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
Well,
can have a backstage brawl. They can have a
I think
backstage brawl, spear, and shit.
I think they should go the route that they
You
took
know, if
with
you want, you
Jacob,
can. Well,
um, Fatu and Drew McIntyre, like
uh,
last was it last week that
mm,
they had Drew and Jacob fighting each other the entire episode of SmackDown in small parts. I feel like you could
yep,
do that on
that was cool.
one of the nights on Mania and have them not have an official match, but they could do little spots, maybe even
Exactly.
pre
They
recorded
could do it.
segments.
They could do it night one, and then night two they just continue it.
Yeah,
They'll
I wouldn't even
honestly,
be
They've been
mad. That'd be
fighting.
fucking
They've been
that would
dope.
be
fighting all
better.
night, all day. You see them all tired and shit. Like it was good.
That shit kind of would be fun. I mean, it would get a little bit into parody mode, but it would be kind of funny. It would be kind of dope to have them fighting through night one, and then going through night two. It would be like, remember WrestleMania 13 Goldust and Roddy Piper?
Exactly.
Some shit like that.
So, um, that was the only thing that left a lot of questions for Seth. So now Seth's position is really up in the air, and the only reconciliation would be Braun is healthy enough to do that. So I'm hoping that's where they're going.
Right.
So the second thing that you guys mentioned was the Randy Orton hearing the voices. So
Yeah. What a great
how
turn.
well do you
What
think
a
that's
great
going?
turn.
Great. What about you,
I,
Forrest?
I think they need
I
to
mean, I
bring
like
out
the
Seth.
initial. Well, because I do have some my bad focus cut you off. But I just because I do have some I do have some issues with what happened this past SmackDown. So let me explain. I think the turn, and I kind of I felt like I seen it coming when Cody was saying, Randy, I want the best Randy Orton there is. I want you to listen to the voices ahead. I want the RKO. I want the Legend Killer, and shit, he gave it to him. You got what you asked for, Cody.
He
He
beat
got exactly what you
he
asked
beat
for.
the shit out of him, slammed his head
Yeah,
on the table, busted him open, hit him with steps, hit him
right.
with chairs. We got that old Randy Orton back.
And of course, I don't think WWE necessarily liked the way that the crowd reacted to Randy Orton because they
That
want to
we love
clear
that it
big.
happened.
Yeah, they want to clear babyface versus heel. So what I don't like is instead of leaning into that and finding a creative way around that, he came out this last Friday and cut a "you people" promo. Oh, it's because of you people, and it's just like, come on, bro. Like
What do
I
you
didn't
we
mean
don't
by
need that.
you?
We don't
I
need
didn't
that.
take that promo in that way. I didn't take
But
it that way.
that's what he said though. He said
No,
it's
he
the
What do you
said
voices
mean by
outside
you
of here,
people?
you people.
no. He didn't say it in that way. It was more like the voices were distracting him from the focus of number 15 of his 15 championship. It wasn't like I'm acting out this way because of you, or I'm not acting this way because you. It was more so like he told me to unleash, and I'm unleashing. Like I stopped listening to the inner voices a year, 2 years ago, whatever the case he said. But
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't like a direct like it's because of the fans. Like, nah, it's more like you encourage this. Don't blame me, which is literally what he said. Don't blame me for what's gonna happen next. Because
Mm-hmm.
Cody asked for this. He said, listen to the voices. He wants the best version. This is what's gonna happen. I think the only down part is Cody got his ass whooped so much that they're milking it. So he's been off TV the last 2 weeks, and the filler for that is Matt Cardona. I
Man,
think it
Matt
diminishes
Cardona,
Cardona's run.
goodness, great. Matt
You're
Cardona
still
looks
not doing
exactly
anything great.
he looks exactly what Randy Orton called him, a geek, a nerd. He looks like a jabroni, and that's exactly
He
how
just
Randy
beat
Orton made
SmackDown's
him
LA
look, like
Knight.
a fucking jabroni. Oh my
Yo, he
god.
violated. He said it. He smacked down LA Knight.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
When I tell you, if they was gonna sign Matt Cardona, he was gonna be the next LA Knight. And what happened?
It's
Yeah.
it's Zach Cardona for real, because he ain't getting no different treatment than Zack Ryder did. Because at least Zack Ryder was over more. Good gracious.
It's one of those things where WWE just keeps falling back into formation with certain people, and it's like, no, if you wasn't gonna bring Cardona back with the Zack Ryder gimmick, you was supposed to let him fly with the Matt Cardona. You're supposed to let him be the death match king and have that little bit of grit. I haven't seen any of that since his return at
I
all.
wish that he would. I wish he went to NXT. I really wish he went to NXT because I feel like at least Sean would put him in that space that
He
we're
would have
used
been
to
running.
seeing
He would
him.
have been running NXT right now. He would have been fighting
Right.
Joe Hendry.
That's right, because we're used to seeing him. Because we've been seeing him on the indie scenes for the last couple of years, tearing it up in HOG and all these other promotions. And then you come back, we're thinking, all right, maybe we're gonna give him some shine. He come back and he's a geek. He went from maybe possibly challenging Cody when for the WWE Championship when he first came in, and now it's just like, bro, it's hard for me to take him serious on anything now because the way that Randy just, he embarrassed that man,
And
bro. He embarrassed.
it ain't even just Randy. It's just he's been booked in positions to lose.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't look good.
why make this whole deal about coming back, about always being ready and change, make that evident change from Zack Ryder to Cardona? I need to see immediate change, immediate difference. So I think
He
that's
We
the
got
only
has
Rusev.
thing.
to finish the story.
Yeah, I'm ready. Right.
Can
And
he
I'm ready
start the
for Cody
story?
Rhodes. I'm ready for Cody Rhodes to come back so we could get Matt Cardona out of this story so he could do something for himself, literally. Because why is it, and this has been done in AEW, I feel like this is Cody Rhodes booking right now. We saw
Codyverse.
this when Cody Rhodes was AEW TNT champion. He had Matt Cardona come in as his friend to get beat up by his enemies.
Oh yeah, he did. He did do
He
that. I
didn't get
remember this.
signed. He didn't get signed to AEW. He literally just came in. Oh, you're Cody's friend? Cool. Whoop his ass. Get in this match because Cody needs a friend. That's it.
The Codyverse.
So now he's back into, oh, you're gonna play the role of Cody's friend. Now, Randy Orton and Matt Cardona might have a friendship over these years. They might be legitimate friends, but on TV, we've never seen that.
Yeah.
So why is Matt Cardona the right person to even talk to Randy? Funny enough, the right person who should be talking to Randy just got cleared of his charges. Ted DiBiase
Uh,
Jr., who is the final piece of legacy. That makes sense. I'm not joking.
nah,
It wasn't for
it is.
comedic effect. It's true. The dude's cleared of his charges. We're having finally
Do you
legacy
think
versus
that's too?
legacy.
Do you think that is who Randy Orton is talking to on the phone? Who do you got? Who do you think? Who do you guys think that Randy Orton talking on the phone? Teddy
He's
DiBiase?
talking
My cousin.
to
Shout out to my cousin Anthony, who has been watching wrestling for just as long as us. He thinks it's Vince McMahon. He's convinced it's Vince McMahon's coming back.
Why?
if they were smart, they'd bring up Birthright and make them Legacy 2.0.
You said Birthright. Who's that?
The
That's
Birthright is the stable that they just made in NXT. Is Lexus
with
King, um,
Charlie Regal,
Charlie
um
Dempsey. Yeah. Wait, they changed his name to
Lex.
um
Regal?
he's gonna change his name back to Regal eventually, and then
That's not the.
Uriah Finley
It's not the
and
worst call.
Stacks
They got
and
the son of Finley.
Ariana Grace
That's
and
right.
Lexis
That's
King.
right.
I mean
It's not the worst idea.
that'd be dope
It's not the worst idea.
If Randy was leading that as a new dark stable for like a new version of Legacy, that'd be fucking fire.
But
But
the way this story is positioned out, I don't think Randy Orton's gonna. I don't think he needs a stable. I think Randy Orton just really dangerous by himself. I don't think he needs
No,
a
but the
stable.
stable needs him though,
That's true. The stable does need him. The
and
stable does need
and
him.
he's on his way out, so he needs to start creating stars.
it's true.
This is true. Yeah,
And the
there's
only
no
Well,
way
fault
to
in that.
create those
if
stars
it's
is
not
for them to ride the coattails.
if it's not fantasy booking, if it's not Ted DiBiase Jr., to me the only and this is far out there. I doubt it's gonna happen because of all the drama over the past 2 years. But The Rock makes the only other sense to me over
It
Vince
does.
McMahon.
It does. It does. It does.
Cody didn't
What
want to
if
sell
it's
his soul
Travis
to you.
Scott?
Cody didn't sell his soul to you. The voices are telling me I want number 15. I'm talking to The Rock on the phone.
That's right. Now that makes more sense,
What about
So,
Travis Scott?
man, I
man.
try to ignore you the first 2 times you said that shit.
Right. Right. Yo,
Like,
it's so bad.
But
Let me tell you, it's
fuck
so
Travis
bad.
Scott.
It's so bad that I was listening
Stick to
to
the music.
Kanye's.
Stick to the
Bro,
music.
I was listening to Kanye's Bully album, and Travis Scott came on, and I had to turn the track. Like
It's
that's
because
how badly,
you heard Fiend for the better part of a year and got no
bro.
resolution to it. That's why.
Uh, it's that bad now. I can't even listen to Travis Scott. I was
Yo,
never like really a fan of
I
his,
wish
but like,
they would just strip him of the belt just so they could give Matt Cadorna something to do.
damn.
Are you the dance match king? How about here? Be the hardcore king now.
I wish Randy Orton would have said that line. I really wish Randy Orton would have said that line.
See?
Right.
And he has no business being here. There's no historical reason outside of I'm one of Cody's friends.
But nah, we got to call this out though because I don't know what the deal is with Hunter doing this to people that he brings back. Man, he's bringing these people back, and he's not like they have a lot of momentum coming back, and they could do something, and it just seems like he's not doing anything. I feel like we've seen this with Alistair Black, seen this with Rusev,
With Karrion
we're seeing
Cross?
this with Hardcore. Like what's up, man? Like
I,
what?
I, I think it's I'm gonna give you the best example of that I could give, right? When Naomi came back, Trinity, when she came back, she looked rusty as shit. Mind you,
Tread
mind you, she had just
It was
spent the
a
entirety of
year
her
being
time
champion of DNA.
in TNA, right?
Yeah,
The transition coming back to WWE, as fans, we were saying she looks rusty as shit. Like, is she acclimating? Is like, what's going on? Why her matches are being
they
botched?
were Tread.
I think they have to get used to the system again. And Triple H is realizing they're getting big and the gimmick is working, but the in ring is suffering a little bit because you're not doing it in the WWE system. You're not doing it in a way that you do in the camera work. Again, you're forgetting about the camera work positioning that WWE does. And then not only that, the live events, they're not happening like that anymore. So you come into a brand new roster. A lot of people you're facing are new. You don't got the reps with them. You don't know their cues. You don't know the setups for their specific moves. You don't know their body language in the ring. So they have to get used to it. a few months later, were we questioning Naomi? Hit us with the new
Yes.
gimmick, the in-ring match, the new gimmick. She, her matches became like must see. We were not
I,
And then,
upset
and
for
then we
any Naomi match after that transition. She proved
but,
that she
but
got more comfortable in the ring, and the character just flowed
and
out
then she got pregnant. And then she got pregnant. And then we all just question why.
that's
because
crazy.
Big Jim
I'm
can't resist.
Big Jim,
right. Big Jim can't. Big Jim just yeeting. But
Just
the
I'm
eating,
real
waiting
just
heel,
for.
eating
I'm
all
the
waiting.
up.
real heel of the women's division, messing
It's
us up
I'm
this
waiting
whole
you know
for
WrestleMania.
Rusev.
you know
I'm
what?
waiting for Rusev and Aleister Black to have their moments because as Focus was the first person to point this out before anybody on the internet community said this. Aleister Black just destiny swapped. Aleister Black and
Hold on,
Selena
hold on, hold on.
Vegas
Hold on.
destiny
Let-
swapped
Not to cut
Terry
you off.
Funk.
Let's put a pin in that. Let's put a pin in that before this thought vanishes. But
Uh,
Focus said the biggest threat to the women's division was Big Jim
Big
getting her
Jim,
pregnant, right? I
facts.
think pregnancy is the biggest villain in
oh, talk about it.
women's wrestling. Period. I think because right now Tony
Mhm.
Storm is out in AEW until 2027,
He got juiced.
but there's no reports of her injury. They're not saying she's injured.
She got
I
juiced.
think Vacant is getting everyone all pregnant up in here.
She got juice. She got
Yeah,
She's
juice.
getting
Juice.
juiced.
So she got Big Juice Robinson in AEW fucking shit up for the women's roster, and
And
then
then
we
you
got
got
Big
If
Big
that's
Jim.
Jim in
if that's the
WWE.
truth though.
I think that's
If
what
that's
it
the case.
is. I think that's what it
I mean,
is. God on
He
shoot.
just he was
It's
he
just
was
the
just
time
trying to
frame.
put the he was just trying to make sure everybody knew he was part of the Bang Bang gang.
He was in full support of the Bang Bang Club. That's
cut
hilarious.
it out.
But all right, to go back to what Rich was saying, yeah,
Oh no. Oh
that's an
yeah, nah.
obvious
It
gimmick
Destiny swap.
infringement. They
Yeah,
gave away the whole. We've been saying it for weeks on the pod. Like
right.
you
I've
just
said
gave
it.
away
I've
Karrion
been said
Cross
it.
whole gimmick.
It's the Destiny
I said
swap.
it first at our year end episode when we ranked all the wrestlers. Go watch that on YouTube.
Right.
So it's been going on for months, and it's good to see that the storyline it hasn't missed the beat,
At
but
all.
it's like they recast it to carry across.
I forgot
Yes.
who they
It's a
stopped
straight recast.
on Friday. They stopped somebody backstage on Friday, and it was just like, can it be any more fucking obvious? Like Zelina's dialogue and the nails, like looking like Scarlett's like attire, kind
It's
of, and then we got Alistair Black in the background playing the carry cross, laughing gimmick, like.
same.
Yes, I
And
planned
I
it
like,
that
and
way.
the shit is, I like all four people. I like all four
Right.
people involved in this shit, but it's such blatant copyright infringement if we could compare it to anything legal. This is such a blatant copyright. Like, it disgusts me seeing them on TV. Like, just give me
Right.
Carry Across and Scarlet. They're gonna be in Vegas. Like, what is Alistair
They live
Black?
there. They live there.
What they're gonna be doing shows there too. But what is Alistair Black and Zelina doing at WrestleMania this year?
Being creepy.
Watch it from the side of
Watching
the
from the side,
screen.
watching the kid.
Watch it from the side of the screen.
Watching the screen, like,
Yeah.
like
I
you're
planned
literally
that.
doing what Carrion and Scarlett were forced to do.
Or
You're literally
they
doing the
might
same
throw him
shit.
in a they might throw him in a five way with the for the United States with back with Sami Zayn. So he really is Destiny swapping because that's what Karrion Cross did last year.
I feel like
I'm telling
WWE,
you, it's gonna be a suicidal six way.
it needs to be something exciting. But
Yeah.
I feel like the
Yeah.
WWE heard my Finn Balor rant. Go check that out on YouTube too. I feel like they heard it and was like, "Nah, we can't do this to Sami Zayn. Like, we can't let him include Sami Zayn in that shit because I went off on Finn, I went off on LA Knight, and they were like, you know what? Let's take the belt away from Carmelo, give it to Sami Zayn, and give him an opportunity to go to WrestleMania because we about to get in a Sami Zayn rant. We can't let this happen. Like,
First of all, I gave that Sami Zayn rant months ago.
yo,
That fake ass underdog. Yeah, okay.
I'm just tired of it. And finally, you got a championship leading into WrestleMania. Cool, cool for you. But
Gold star.
it
I'm
started.
liking I'm liking where it's going.
I like where
I'm
it's
liking where
going, but that's largely on the behalf of Melo for me. Melo deserves that spot at
Mello, Trick
WrestleMania. He's
Williams.
been holding it down. Trick Williams deserves that spot at WrestleMania, and I think they should throw in Ilya Dragunov into that mix too. His story
Fucking
has
put
been
Matt,
surrounding the
Matt
United
Cardona
States
too.
Championship,
You said Matt Cardona
just so
too?
Matt could do something.
No,
Right?
no,
Six
Stay
way.
no,
away from
Six way.
Cody.
no,
Six way.
Listen, if
Six
he had
no,
to
way.
get his ass whooped as Cody's friend to secure a mid card championship title opportunity, so be it. I'd
no.
respect him more. Like, I only
That's
got my
six
ass
way.
whipped so I could get into the match, right?
Right. No. I
And,
don't
and then
want
next thing you know, him and Aleister Black start feuding uh with Chelsea and Zelina too.
it. Right.
You see, opens up possibilities right there. Just from
This,
the six way.
I think the story with Aleister Black and Scarlett, excuse me, Aleister Black and Zelina, that wasn't even intentional. That wasn't even intentional, I promise you. Wow. Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, I think the story needs to go that all these people that they're whispering in the ear, carrying cross style, they need to just recruit them, turn them heel,
something.
make the
Something got
stable
to
happen,
happen.
make the stable happen.
Something
Give
Make
should
that
have to
Final
happen.
give
Testament.
Aleister Black a reason to look like the badass we know he is, and have that shit translate other than just fucking segments in the back.
Yeah,
Literally.
it got to pay off in some kind of way, or else he's just talking. He's just backstage, just really just talking to people in creepy ways,
Yeah,
and
We need
because
nothing
Final
happens. So
Testament.
that's how all this would have been.
you got all this shit happening, but you're not planning for when we're finally I think
Right.
we're already at that time where we're tired of the MFT versus YS6 storyline. Shouldn't we have
Oh
another
god.
stable ready to fight them guys?
Oh
Shouldn't we build
gosh. That
another couple group of guys to go against one of these two stables instead of
I
continue to
literally.
You,
drag this
you
Lancer
gotta wait.
story?
You gotta wait
I,
till Zilla and Lance are signed.
Oh
oh good
Lord,
god. Good god.
there's
Yeah.
there's there's enough MFTs. That's
Right. There's
not the
enough.
problem. We
There's
don't need
enough.
another. We don't need a third group of Samoans.
We need a
Right.
fourth
We don't.
generation bloodline.
Good gosh.
We're
The
calling
Chill,
it
real
in.
blood.
chill.
We're calling it in.
Listen, we already got that brewing. Fucking Roman
Right.
Reigns the other week said the greatest thing he's gonna have is legacy of children when he was talking about CM Punk. So he's already building another generation of bloodline. Like,
Right.
It's
no,
gonna be the tenth
no.
founding.
They need all just hey, we all family, we all one. We don't need different versions of the
The,
same
the,
fucking.
Samoan, the Samoans are never going to end.
It's not.
Mm,
That's why they need to just acknowledge we're all one bloodline. Let's stop having subdivisions.
right,
Literally.
right. That part. That part.
They're bigger than the
Uh,
Bullet Club at this point.
right. Oh gosh, no, not that diluted.
They're
But yeah.
NWO white and red at the same time.
Sheesh, sheesh.
So
Over on the other. What else? What else we got? What
I
else
would say
happened on
what well
WWE?
that's mostly the men's storylines. You guys any high spots for you guys in the women's storylines that are happening? We have Jade Cargill finally making a stable with Mia Yim and
The baddie.
B-Fab. We have
Right. It's the
them
baddie.
going against Rhea Ripley. We have the storyline for the tag team championships, the Bellas versus Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, Last Legend, and Nia Jax, and now they just added Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. So it's looking like a
Mm-hmm.
fatal four way for the tag team women's championships. Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vakir. Great segments week to week building up. So, um, any
What is
thoughts on any of
Backwell
the women's
doing?
storylines?
What is Backwell doing? We need Backwell to do something.
Yeah,
She's she's been
you got to do something.
weirdly like since Liv Morgan took the world championship picture away from her. She's been weirdly like surrounding the Intercontinental title picture a little bit and like kind of in limbo. I thought that her and Roxanne were gonna join this tag team division title shit
Yeah,
that's going on.
They might as
That's what I
well.
thought it was happening.
yeah, they should, but I think they probably want to do something single for Rockwell. So, we shall see.
Yeah, so what you guys got any thoughts on Jay Cargill's stable, the Liv Morgan,
I
Stephanie
thought
storyline, anything?
I thought Becky cut a good promo on Raw about AJ
Oh yeah, we got
AJ
AJ Lee
Lee
versus Becky Lynch.
Yeah, she
coming up for
activated the
WrestleMania.
track card.
Yeah, I thought Becky cut a really good promo uh, on Raw. So
I'm
Yeah,
hoping
so
that at least it's something great. Maybe at least to maybe coming back in WrestleMania and then pinning AJ next night on Raw.
yeah,
that'll be hilarious.
that'd be a great full circle moment. I don't know
Yeah,
how eager WWE is to sign Paige.
yeah, I don't think they are,
I
But
don't think
but
hey,
that
that's
would be a
happening.
really cool full circle moment, though.
It would be,
That would be cool. That'd
but
be a cool full
I
circle.
think the AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch match is gonna be one of them ones because if anything, AJ Lee's come back and been training solely for this Becky match.
Right. Um, but yeah, as
and
far
then
as
and
WWE side, that's really all I can think of. Yeah, that's really all I can think of on the WWE side.
I want to see
I would say
AJ
a match
fight with other people though.
on the WWE side, a match you go out of your way to see is Sami Zayn versus Carmelo Hayes. That was a really good match for the United States Championship on SmackDown. You got some time, to go out your way and see that match. I had a little chicanery at the end with Tricky Tricky.
I didn't like the ending though.
It was a little awkward.
It didn't
It
make
was a little
sense.
awkward.
Trick
It
already
was
got his match. There's no point for you to interfere.
Yeah, but I think that was a way for them to kind of shoehorn him and Mello in there. I think
That's their way of
smoother way to do that.
not trying to turn Sami Zayn heel when he clearly is a Rey Mysterio level type heel. And
I think
yes,
Sami Zayn
for
can
the
turn heel.
viewers that think they misheard me, yes, Rey Mysterio is a heel. He's been
Yeah,
heel for 10, 15 plus years. This man
and,
has been
and you know what he
a
did?
heel on the low.
You know what
Immediately
he did
try to
this year?
gaslight us to think that he's not a heel.
Right. You know what he did this year to even
He,
prove so much that he's a heel? He said that he's injured, right? Just so that Gunther wouldn't have a match at WrestleMania, so he couldn't retire him.
First of all, how much left of his right knee can there possibly be left? That shit is all titanium at this point. What are you
he's
fixing?
They're
Gunther's
saying
just
it's a
gonna
rib
pop that
injury
shit.
now. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Remember, so you're ribbing
I'm
us, all right?
injuring my right
He's ribbing
rib.
us.
He's
He's
ribbing us
ribbing
with his
us.
right rib.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah,
um,
connected to his right knee.
yeah, I'm tired of this. Sami Zayn is a good guy,
He's
underdog
a heel.
shit.
He's a heel just like
He
Rey
should have
Mysterio.
went full fucking heel, beat the shit out of Carmelo, did some fuckery to win as a asshole heel, and they should have had Trick Willie on the side with his lemon pepper steppers talking about. I told you, look at him,
Mhm.
look at him, look what he had to do. I just had to
looking
be
like
Trick Williams. I just had to walk in with my lemon pepper steppers, and I got this match. Look what he just had to do. Perfect
and
story
look.
right there.
Sami Zayn got breath looking like he has 10 pounds of bounce that ass.
Definitely.
All right, so let's shift off to
Definitely.
WWE. You got Rich. I guess this is your time to let AEW shine. So what's
Yo,
going on with
man.
AEW? Let us know.
Listen, another match that you need to go out that you should go out of your way to see is Kenny Omega versus Swerve. They opened up Dynamite. I mean, it's what you would expect when you hear those two names. It was a pay per view quality match. The stakes were number one contendership for MJF Triple B, and also if Kenny lost, he would have to give over his EVP titleship over to Swerve Strickland. The Swerve said, "You need the power. You
That's
need to
You see, I
show."
have a
still
problem
that's
with that.
still a
I have a
thing.
problem with that storyline. I have a
That's
problem
still
with
a
that
thing.
storyline.
He's not an
It was
EVP.
it was
That's what I'm
clunky.
saying.
It was
He
clunky.
said in the shoot that he gave that up a year ago, the first
Yeah,
year
it's a kayfabe.
as a suit. So
It's a kayfabe.
he needs to stop. Tony needs to keep consistency, bro.
It was a that was that was a little bit of a clunky with the whole EVP thing, but the match itself and their rivalry overall has been really dope.
That's fucking annoying though. Like, yo,
Their whole main event scene has been dope. Their whole main event scene has really been popping.
I'm not gonna complain because I want to see the match. It's gonna be great when they get to that final stage of it. But that was stupid. Like, our memories are long. Wrestling fans don't forget. Even the young fans, they go back and look at the history. Like, our memories are really long. We know Kenny's not an EVP.
He
The
not.
Yeah.
EV First of all,
He done said it.
The EVP storyline should have died when the Young Bucks became the Broke Bucks. Period.
Yeah, that should have been done a long
It
time
died with
ago.
the Bucks. It died with the Bucks. I guess that was their way of I don't know, but
They should have never went back to
Swerve's
another
reason
EVP
was that
storyline.
Swerve's reason was that he wanted the power. That's what he needs. He needs the power in AEW.
But what?
So
What?
he can't keep getting screwed over.
So he could keep himself out of catering? Is that it? Because everybody else is on the milk carton.
Swerve never gonna be on the AEW milk carton.
Nah, yeah, he's not on no crime. Nah, he wasn't on
He
no
would never be on the milk carton.
crime. Yeah,
Until a new toy comes.
nah, he's part of that main
He
event
would
scene.
need like a legendary main event level toy to show up to get
Their main
distracted
event scene
enough
is
to
not
sideline
that.
Swerve.
Their main event scene is set. It's Omega, Swerve, Brody is up there, MJF, and Hangman when he comes back. Yeah, that main event scene is and Andrade. That main event scene is pretty. Then you got Mox and Okada, but they fighting for other championships.
Yeah, I heard Carl Fletcher got injured. How'd that happen?
Unfortunately,
Like
Kyle
his
Fletcher
leg
got
too.
injured on Collision. I think when they were doing like a suplex or something like that, and I think somebody like fell on like his knee.
His
So he
right
walked out.
knee.
Yeah, like he was
See, Rey Mysterio strikes again. Now you got to share
because
your injuries with everybody.
it was his left knee.
He said, "I'm gonna start
Oh
taking
man,
everybody's left knee,
I'm thinking,
so I could be
man,
different."
right.
that's
But honestly,
crazy.
everything is really building up to everything is building up to Mania. Everything's building up to Dynasty. Tekla is still the world champion. Tekla's holding it down. Tekla really grew on me. Tekla's a dope champion. Um,
Oh, who was it? You shared a post, Focus, the other day. It was somebody grading um SmackDown. Gave it like a 1.
That was a cage match that the
I will
audience
say
was rating it.
these these episodes have been a lot storyline heavy, but it was nowhere near trash enough to say that it was a 1.
I
I don't
That's
wouldn't
think it's
say
the
so with
one.
that.
that's
I don't think it's the
crazy.
one. But I think when you have a 3 hour wrestling show and you have like only like 25 minutes worth of wrestling, that's kind of a problem.
They
Yeah,
tried.
but
They were saying
That's
that
crazy.
the only good
You gotta wait like an
match
match
was the
hour
was
to get
Sami
to a
Carmelo
Zayn.
match.
versus Sammy.
Yeah,
Crazy. You're a wrestling
but
show.
I did watch the other matches and they weren't shitty. They weren't the greatest, but they weren't shitty. People got to realize there's gonna be episodes that's just for storyline. We have to get there. We have to. This has been the most built up and time taken WrestleMania in years. Every other WrestleMania for the past like 4 or 5 years plus have been like a rush to get there. I think since the pandemic, we haven't had a slow build. Everything has been we don't
That's
even know
right.
We don't even know what the card fully is 2 weeks before Mania type shit. This year, on the other hand, we already have over 8 known matches, and we still got a month to go.
And we still got one
Well,
Triple A show
actually, we
with
got 3 weeks, little less than 3 weeks.
we got that Triple A show on April 11th too, with Penta and Vikingo to see who's gonna be the Intercontinental Champion and who's going to
Yeah.
WrestleMania with it, and see if maybe there's like an open challenge or something with that or something. Because I don't see anybody who's trying to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship right now.
Um. Yeah, I think it's open. It's open. It's pretty open for the IC title because I saw Dom maybe taking that space, but that wasn't the case. He's
It's probably going to be a
doing this Mega
one-on-one match.
Campeon
It's probably going to
championship,
be a one-on-one match with Finn Balor.
and that's
And
what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be for the Mega Campeon championship.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, who exactly is gonna challenge for the IC title at WrestleMania? Because he's already fighting Vikingo in April 11th for Triple A. So who's gonna face Penta at WrestleMania, you think?
It'll
I
probably
don't
be
know.
another multi-man.
That'd be the easiest way to go about it. And we still got like 2.5 weeks left, 3 weeks left. So we still got time. But let's do what Rich is doing in the background. Let's kind of wrap this up. I think that's about enough for the week. Like we said, not a lot of big story moments, a couple injuries. They're focusing mainly on stories, building up to WrestleMania, building up to Dynasty. So let's see what this next week delivers. I will say there's a couple of high spots though, a couple of good stories going in, and
Yeah.
like I said, I think this is the most taken time to build up WrestleMania in years, and I prefer that
And
honestly.
Shout out to Mercedes Monet, who's been across the country, been across the world, losing her championships like we predicted. She's really building women's up, and I'm actually really excited for her to come back, especially in the absence of Toni Storm now. So I think
Yeah,
Mercedes Monet is probably about to be the ace of the women's division.
I think it's time to pull the trigger on Mercedes as women's champion. It's also time to pull the trigger as Athena on the main roster of AEW. But
Bring back Britt
we'll,
Baker.
oh no, that's that we need to do a
Now we
milk.
acting too
We
much.
need to do the milk carton store show just for people like Britt Baker. But I digress. Let's wrap this up. We could do this all day, but you can find us all at Kayfabe Avenue on all streaming platforms. Find us on YouTube. Join the TikTok, like, share, subscribe to all channels. We're gonna be at WrestleMania. We're gonna be at Double or Nothing. There's a lot of events
Yep.
coming up soon, so a lot of the live footage is gonna be on TikTok, a little bit on YouTube, and the weekly show is always on YouTube on all streaming podcast platforms, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. So check us out and take us home.